You were never supposed to learn what the churches teach from that book. The Bible, as it sits in most hands today, is a heavily redacted, politically engineered document. Rome, and the bloodlines that followed, took living oral teachings, scattered writings, and genuine mystical insights. Then they cut and rearranged and added until the result served empire. What remains is a mixture of gold and poison. Most people drink the poison and call it salvation. That is the charge. Here is what the original current was meant to teach, not what was built on top of it. What it was meant to teach. 1. The kingdom is not coming later. It is already within you and among you, or it is nowhere. External saviors, future raptures, and heavenly reward systems are delays. 2. The Father is not the tribal war god of the Old Testament who demands blood, jealousy, and exclusive loyalty. That figure is a lower ruler, a craftsman of the material cage. The true source is prior to all that, silent, and already present as the awareness looking out of your eyes. 3. You do not need a priesthood, a temple, a sacrifice, or a correct belief to reach it. The moment you stop outsourcing authority and recognize the spark that was never born and cannot die, the separation ends. That is what I and the Father are one pointed to, not exclusive franchise rights for one man. 4. Forgiveness is power, not weakness. It is the refusal to let another's action continue owning your nervous system and feeding the emotional harvest of the system. Hatred and resentment keep the loop spinning. 5. The material world is a temporary construct, not the ultimate reality. Attachments to status, tribe, nation, bloodline, and even spiritual hierarchies are chains. Detachment is not apathy, it is clarity. 6. Speak the truth you actually see, even when it costs you belonging. Silence and polite consensus are how the prison maintains itself. Now look at what was built on top. Everything else was layered on later. The blood atonement theology, the exclusive believe in Jesus or burn, the elaborate end times charts, the moralistic rule lists, the elevation of Paul above the living message. All of it added later to create dependence and control. The Bible still contains fragments of the original fire, if you know how to read past the editors. The Gospel of Thomas, the deeper strata of John, certain sayings that survived the cuts, pieces of the prophets that the later redactors could not fully erase. These still burn. But the finished canon was designed to keep you looking at a book and a cross, instead of looking at the awareness that is reading the book. You were supposed to learn that you do not need the book. You were supposed to learn that the same knowing that spoke then is available now, without intermediary. You were supposed to learn to stop kneeling. That is the lesson. Most of the pages were written to hide it,